I got your bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
Bitch, every goddamn patio show. I refuse to start a show like this. Stupid ass goddamn patio. Yeah, let's do a patio show.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack. Starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack. Produced by Barry Laminack. Directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
Hey, what's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Shit, I didn't hit record. Today is Thursday, May 23rd. 2024, and this is episode number 797. I think I said that yesterday. I'm so confused as to what episode it is of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Hey, hello, hi. How are you? I don't even know what episode this is. Yeah, I think it is 797. Oh, what's up, Potch? Potch said, yeah, stupid internet. Hey, what's up, Defender? My internet is horrible. I'm going to watch this on YouTube. Yeah, apparently something has to do with it's better on Wi-Fi than it is not on Wi-Fi. I mean, that stands to reason, but Twitch is apparently, boo-boo. Cece said do sign language. Okay, I don't know. I don't really know. I tried to learn the sign language alphabet. At one was like A, B, C, no, like A, B, C, D, E, I don't know, F, G, H, I, J, wait, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V? I don't know. That's a bass call, yeah. I don't know. Welcome to the show. Hey, man, last show of the week. Who's excited? It's Friday. Cisco said, Barry just started a gang war. You know, way back in the day, way before I got into comedy, I thought I wrote the most hilarious joke in the world. I was like, you know what would be... FJ said that's how inmates communicate. I thought it was just through kites. Someone knows prison talk. Someone's seen Scared Straight. Okay. Oh, this thing is working. So I'm trying something new. You know, I have all these gadgets and I'm trying to run the show. I'm adding another gadget. I'm adding the iPad. So, like, see, this is supposed to tell me, see the microphone going up and down? See the little green bars? Yeah, baby! Okay, it didn't really, like, peak like I thought it would, but this is supposed to be like if I push this one that says intro, can you see? You can't really see it. Hold on. Like, if I, let me see. Oh! Works. But see, it was supposed to be the intro button. But the main button doesn't work. It didn't bring me back to main. But the red indicates that we're on the main screen. So it's a work in progress. I'm hoping that alleviates. What that'll actually do is free up some of the stuff in front of me to have more sounds and other shenanigans and fun stuff and things. So where the frick did my phone go? So that'll be a work in progress. But hey, man, welcome in. Fun show ahead. And I don't know what happened. I haven't rebooted my PC in a hot ass minute. Okay. And I don't know. I'm scared to do this. I know what the fix is, but I didn't notice it until the show had already started. But my taskbar, for those of you that use Windows, you window dorks, I use both. Like I have a MacBook Pro, this nice piece of machinery that my lovely, beautiful wife bought me. That I spend a lot of time on this bad boy. I spend a ton of time on that. And my lovely, adoring wife just went into debt for that for me, and I love her forever and ever. Amen. Shout out George Strait, Clay Walker, Garth Brooks. I'm gonna love you forever and ever. Amen. No, that's neither. Randy Travis. Nailed it. Getting old. But so I mainly use the Mac, but it's not Beyonce dork, but I use the PC to stream, and that's really it. But I used to teach all this shit, like, networking and PCs and all that shit before I got into like actually being a system admin and a network administrator and all that dumb shit. So this is, but this has been forever since I did it. But I know an easy way to get your toolbar back and kind of reset everything is just to kill Explorer, and then it brings everything back. No, you don't control delete Alex. You just pull up Task Manager, kill the Explorer, brings it all back. But I'm concerned that might actually kill the stream. I don't know. With this flaky ass computer, I have no idea. So I'm really kind of screwed right now because I'm actually operating and functioning without a taskbar right now. So I kind of freaking out. So things might be a little weird today for me. And then as soon as the stream is over, hey, Uriel! Streak lives on, sir. As soon as the stream's over, I'll reboot it. Till then, we're flying by the seat of our pantaloons. Okay, cool show planned for you today. We did not get to this on Tuesday, so we're going to watch the EA Sports trailer together. I've got the cover, the covers. There's the regular and the deluxe. BOD weird? Nah, shut up. Donna said, oh, just today? Okay, guys. Fair point. Fair point. This is a weird show all the time. I get it. Can you push the Windows symbol on your keyboard? I don't know. Nope. I missed it. Missed it again. Damn it. That was Control. Damn it. That was Alt. That was Shift. I'm scared to push anything else because then it might start like be shortcuts for the streaming software and shut shit down. Yes. The Windows key worked. But what I'm saying is like there's like to get the it's there. That's right, Donna. It is our weird. How come that didn't work? Oh, yeah, that too. See, and that's another thing. I would have just pulled this up and fixed it, and the damn thing ain't there. There it goes. So we roll on. Anyways, got a guest today, confirmed in the books. Raheel Ramzanali going to join me in the final hour of the show at 4 o'clock. Going to be here till 4:45. Good times ahead for that. Really looking forward to it. And in the meantime, we're going to look at the EA Sports trailer. And we are also going to... what the heck was that? Oh, I had a non-sports story for you as well that I thought was pretty interesting. If we have time to get... Tell me I just didn't do that. Tell me I just... Oh, fuck shit. I have one thing on there. I have one thing in this whole setup that says do not delete. It says do not delete. And there's no undo. Wait, is this undo? Fuck yeah, it is. Woo! Let's go, developers! Oh, praise Jesus. That scared the shit out of me. Oh, my God. Whew. God bless America. What happened to my other one there? All right. Anyways, yeah, we've got a ton of stuff to get to. Lil Uzi sent me a video of Charles Barkley talking some shit. We'll get to that. So we've got a ton of stuff to get to. It's going to be a good time, had by all. So don't go anywhere. Don't miss it. By the way, if you haven't got your tickets already, get your tickets for Hop Scholar Ale House. We've got a show coming up on Saturday. And if you're on the Patreon, if you're a member of Patreon, there's the banner, patreon.com/Barry on Deck. 2 tiers you can join, the big deckhead tier, the huge deckhead tier. It's a fantastic way to support the show. Make sure we stay on the air because I can't do it without you. You get a bunch of cool perks, including the Discord server, which a lot of streamers, a lot of guys that do this, open up their Discord server, just like their Discord whores. They just spread their Discord legs. Not this guy. Not me. It's special. I'm saved. My little Discord legs, my little Discord, that's special. My mama taught me that. We are so close. Oh, we've already sold tickets to the other show. Good. So, but there is a nice FJ, you're not supposed to. He said 10% off. Is that what it was? Well, yeah, but you're supposed to let me do that, bro. So I put a coupon code, whatever, on the Discord server for you guys to get $5 off your ticket, per ticket. So each ticket that you have, you can get $5 off, or that you buy, you'll get $5 off. And you get that code for being a Patreon member. It's on the Discord server. So if you're a Patreon member and you're not on the Discord server, just message me and I'll get you the code. Okay. Cause I didn't post it on Patreon. We have like 2 days left. Just shoot me a message and I'll get you the code. All right. So no big deal there. Let me get you the link to the, oh, you know what? I can just do this. I can just do my little bit.ly link that I have. Hoptix 0524. There you go. So if you want to come out, good time. A lot of deckheads have already gotten tickets, so that's going to be kind of cool. FJ's like, oh, my bad. As you were saying, you just take forever. Let me tell you something, asshole. Let me tell you something, dickhead. Let me tell you something, butt munch. You know how much shit I got going on, FJ? You know how much I got goddamn 15 different tech problems going at once. All right, I'm trying to run a goddamn show as I'm giving a goddamn show, as I'm setting up the next topic while I'm in the current topic, while I'm trying to get rid of the previous topic, while I'm trying to think of words to say, while I'm finding a link to post the link. Don't get smart, FJ. Don't get lippy. You're the coolest dude. Don't ruin that now, ass face. Dick nose. I'm just trying to come up with a bunch of the meanest things I can say to you. Mark, this is not a flea market, okay? This is not Craigslist or eBay. Mark's like, I can beat Barry's price. I'll give you a ticket. Well, that's what I need. Cece said, Mark, come scoop me up. And then I'll go all the way back, then bring me all the way home. Mark said, I got a couch you can sleep on. Yeah. No, we're not doing that, Cece. Ain't nobody falling for that. I'm really sad. If we don't sell a bunch of tickets between now and Saturday, this is going to be our worst attended, worst sold show. Excuse me, since we started this whole thing. That really makes me sad. A lot of it has to do with Memorial Day. I get that. But damn, that makes me sad. Mark going to be behind the building offering free tickets. No, he's going to be behind the building offering free ticket. He's got one. And he's giving it away. He's going to have a sign that says free ticket. He's going to be in the parking lot scalping it. And people are going to be walking by. Hey, yo, money. Hey, yo, money. You got a ticket? You got a ticket? Yeah, I got a ticket. I got a ticket, money. Free ticket. Yo, free ticket. They'll be like, free ticket? Nothing's free. What do you want for it? Be like, I want to punch you in the face. Like, no. So, yeah, get your tickets. Link is in the chat, I think. Does it work? Show does. Link is in the chat. I don't even know. I know a few deckheads that are going. We know FJ's going now. I know Mark has tickets. I know Robert Likes Beer has tickets. And I know, let me see. Let's see. What does this say? Oh, what is this? Oh, we got more sales at the door. That's good. Hey, Christopher Rose. That's good. I know Christopher. There's a lot of, there's Mark. There's Robert, Jared Taylor. Excuse me. God dang, this internet is so slow. FJ. That's all I can tell unless I don't recognize some of your names. So yeah, come on out. It's going to be a rockin' good hoot of a time. So looking forward to it. We're going to have a good time. Mickey Housley's the headliner. Nathaniel Amador is the feature act. I'm going to be the host and MC. Yeah, great food, fantastic beer. The food, so there's a new food place. It's called Dragon Bowl Z. So they used to have their own kitchen, but they've now replaced it with Dragon Bowl Z, and I hear that is fantastic and spectacular. So let's get to that. Give it to Barry for his birthday. You're such a smart mouth, CC. And by smart mouth, I mean hilariously intelligent. I hate you for being so damn funny. I have something for you before we get into the sports. And we do have sports. Not that I think most of you really don't give a shit. Bunch of new food's a little more expensive though, but it's good. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, you know, what you gonna do? I haven't tried it yet. I'm looking forward to it. I have not had a chance to eat there since the new kitchen has been installed. But I am looking forward to it. Yeah, see? Uh-oh. Yeah, see? So, you guys remember, was it last week or the week before? A couple of weeks ago, I told you guys about the bird's nest that was that they were building on my front porch. Remember that? You guys remember that episode? You guys remember that episode of this show? I came on this show and I talked about, they're building a bird's nest, and I called them mockingbirds. I think I called them mockingbirds or blue jays. I called them blue jays. No, mockingbirds. And I was like, those things are vicious and mean, and I'm scared to death, and I don't know what to do. And essentially, by calling them mockingbirds, and then they weren't, you guys mocked me and said that those were not mockingbirds, that they were swallows. Yeah. PB Dubs goes, those are barn swallows. And then you guys started making fun of me for calling them mockingbirds and being scared of them when they were, in fact, barn swallows, because apparently barn swallows are not scary. And there's no reason to be scared of them. And you all then laughed at me. I called them blue jays. Okay. Hey, what's up? Unapologetic podcast. Hey, anybody know who this is? By the way, Dustin, what's up, buddy? I'm literally telling them, Dustin said they used to call me Barn Swallow. Only in prison. Oh no, that's Jesse. That's your co-host. Dude, Dustin, I'm literally telling him the story about what happened when you left yesterday. So, and I'm starting it by being an asshole, how they were an asshole to me about the birds. So you guys mocked me when I said that there were birds setting up shop on my front porch, and that I was scared of these birds because I thought they were blue jays or mockingbirds, and both of those are vicious animals. And you were like, you ain't got shit to be scared about. They're barn swallows. When I showed you a picture, you guys were like, they're just barn swallows. Those are harmless. You're a pussy. And I was like, well, okay, you guys have made me feel really stupid now. Well, yesterday, as Dustin was leaving, as a gentleman, I always walk my dates to the car. What does that say? Hey, Dustin, please say hello to Mike and Kim. Oh, look at that. Barry, please say hello to the driver, Josh, who was allowing us to play this on the speaker. Hey, Cece, first of all, thank you for the 12 bits. Also, the 21 bits earlier that I missed, Cece. Also, Cisco, thank you for the resub for 25 months that I missed 29 minutes ago. Oh, shit, I missed a whole ass raid yesterday. Fuck, my bad, Book-a-Chew. So, hey, Josh, I just want to say thanks for allowing Cece to pollute your car with this nonsense and tomfoolery. I also want you to know that she may or may not have some things that you probably didn't expect below the belt. Now, I'm not saying it, like you can't see an Adam's apple. I'm just saying, if y'all stop at a convenience store to use the restroom, I'm just saying one of you might be waiting in line for the other one, Josh, is all I'm saying. Anyways, okay, so back to the story. So, she's a dude. So, I'm walking Dustin to the car. Not that there's anything wrong with that. So I'm walking, just don't piss her off. She'll whip your ass. He's a beast. So I'm walking Dustin to the car, and, I was like, oh yeah. I had showed him the bird's nest, and he was like, what do you got? He goes, oh, you're rich. You got, what do you, peregrine falcons for pets. And we had a good old laugh. Cece goes, I just asked for hello. Well, you got more than you asked for. Kind of like her dates, Josh. What? Killing it. So Dustin makes the funny joke about having having falcons on the front porch. And we're sitting at his car, and I have these agaves in my front drive. And one of them's about to die. When they die, they have this big shoot that goes up. And I was showing him. I was like, hey, look at this shoot. Hey, what up, Homo Astros fan? Good to see you, sir. Thank you for being here, my friend. So I'm showing Dustin this big shoot. Speaking of big shoots, this big shoot that comes up out of this agave. And, and about that time, I kind of turn my head a little bit, and I see this bird coming in hot. And I'm not just talking about, like, it's not just like it's not just out for a leisurely stroll kind of bird. It's not just like taking a trip to the corner store for some seed. You know, it's not just like, I'll be back, kids. It's like it's dive bombing at my fucking head. And it's going fast as shit. And I swear to God, chat, it misses my fucking head by that much. It literally just goes... It cut my hair. It cut my hair. I felt a breeze. Its dick went across the top of my... I think I still have the imprint of its dick. You see that scar right there? That's from its dick. That little hole. I freaked the fuck out. I was like, did you see that? Dustin was like, bro, you have attack birds? You're so rich, you have attack birds. I was like, what the fuck was that? And I look up, and me and Dustin are like, what the fuck? We look up, and there's birds circling us. They're just circling us. And I was like, oh my God, Dustin, they're defending their nest. He's like, holy shit. And I was like, yo, that was crazy. And we're laughing like crazy. I was like, yo, that was crazy. And when I do that, I don't know if it was the same one or another one. And then I look up and it's like, and again, I was like, ah! And Dustin jumps in the fucking car and I just sprint, dead ass sprint into the goddamn house. I freaked the fuck out. I was like, I am not dying by bird attack. I am not. I refuse to go. I'd rather be shot. I'd rather be stabbed. I am not getting pecked to death by a goddamn barn swallow on my front drive. It was pandemonium. It was insane. It was crazy. And I know a lot of you are like, no way, that's bullshit.
Oh my God, that was crazy.
Yeah, the motherfucker came. You can actually see the goddamn bird like chase me. I think I can stop it for a second. Let me get it back. You can actually see the bird. It's a little bird, but CC put sprint. Okay, listen, I'm 50. All right, I'm a week from 50, CC. These old bones don't run like they used to. All right. But yeah, this was after the second one buzzed the tower. I was like, well, fuck you, Dustin. I'm done with the pleasantries. I'm out. And yeah, so you can actually see it. I'll try to pause it on the... You'll see it like right...
Oh my God!
Oh, you saw it? Let me see if I can see. Let me bag it up here. Let's see. You see it? You see it in frame? Look right above my head. Look right above my head. There that sumbitch is. There it is. He kind of can't. He's circling around. I'm telling you, he's circling around because he's going to go attack Dustin. They were out. They were out. They were out. It's crazy out there, y'all. I'm a prisoner in my own home. I'm a prisoner in my own home. And I say that because the Amazon packages are starting to pile up out there today. They dropped a bunch of shit off. I'm not getting them. I told Nora, I was like, I think all that stuff's yours. You get it. I'm busy. I got shit to do. I'll let you get it. I don't have time. I got things I got to do. It's crazy, man. Whoever said I didn't need to worry about them can kiss my ass. Them sons of bitches were insane. Steven said they're pissed about your GoFundMe for eggs. Oh, that's hilarious. Barry's got to square up territory for birds. Hey, what up, Ashton? Yeah, no shit. Now I'm out here battling swallows. Well, that sounded fucking weird. I mean, I don't know what it is about this house. I don't know. It seems like it's always something with an animal around here. It's been armadillos. It's been fucking hogs, snakes. We got a rat. I mean, it's one animal adventure after another in this joint. I am just like, man. Yeah, Steven said your cats are lazy. I saw what Amos said. Maybe birds know what cats smell like and went into defense mode. I don't know. I will tell you this. They set up shop literally like right above the door. And so they come in and, they were building the nest. So they were busy doing that. I should have just knocked the goddamn nest off halfway through building it. I would have felt like an asshole, though. You know what I mean? I would have felt like a dick. I should have done it sooner. Like right when they had the foundation poured. I should have just went in and... You ain't setting up, not in this neighborhood. I don't think so. But once I noticed it, they kind of had the foundation and then they had the walls up. Then you go in, you're just a home wrecker and, there's laws against that. You can't. So I was like, man, I didn't want to ruin their house after that. And now it's too late. I think they're aggressive because they weren't aggressive. They weren't aggressive until now. And I don't know why I'm doing Trump hands again, but they weren't aggressive until now. And I think they're aggressive now because there's eggs in the nest. So now I really don't, Asha said, Barry Doolittle. Well, now I really don't want to wreck it because there's little babies in the nest. So I can't go out there and knock that damn nest off and there be little babies. What? Smoke them out? What did Jared say? Hey, Beheaded, thank you for the lurk, buddy. Damn, Jared said throw a smoke bomb out there and smoke them out. Oh my God, no! Donna said murder the babies. Donna, I could never do that. Although, I mean, buffalo wings are delicious. And that's just baby birds. So, Terrence said, fuck them birds. Oh, Jeff said free eggs. You had the GoFundMe. That's a good point, Jeff. That's a good point. That's what I'm worried about. Ashley said they saw the lawn and had to pull up. Jen said don't be a punk. What's up, Jen? Are you challenging my manhood now? I can't do that, y'all. Oh, Donna said, no, I didn't mean murder the babies. It was a question for Barry. Oh, see? Yeah. See? Yeah. No, I can't murder the babies. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't murder the babies. I don't have it in me. Couldn't do it. Nope. Tell your gardener to do it? Bitch, I am the gardener. What you talking about? Amos said, killing eggs is illegal in Texas now. No, it's not. And who's going to know? Donald Nell said, call Simone Biles. She has friends in high places. Yeah, there is that. It's them or the Amazon packages. Well, yeah. I was trying to think of what I ordered. Shit. I did order something I had been waiting on for a really long time. And you know what's crazy? Is I got to go out there. I've got to go out there and mow. I got to go out there and, we're going to have to go out there and do yard work. Yeah, I'm going to have to set that bitch on fire is what it is. I'm going to have to get a can of hairspray and a lighter and just flame on. And be like, damn, that smells like breakfast up in this bitch. I don't know. Steven said, this sounds like a job for Joe Pro. That is true. I wonder if that is what Amos says is true. I wonder if it is illegal to kill eggs in Texas. That's a really, really, really good question, Joe Pro. 'Tis a good question, sir. Yeah, I don't know, though. I don't know. So that's, there you go. That's me getting chased around my own house, my own yard by a barn swallow. Because, I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm 40 or whatever. I don't even know where to work. Oh, that laptop thing is going to die. Shit. It's not good. Okay. I guess I'm not using this. Son of a gun! I'm going to find me a USB-C cable real fast. Well, you dumb dick. Where did it go? All right, let's get into. Let's see. I thought that was just people. Mark said I thought that was just people eggs. That's funny. All right, let's go. We have a plethora of things to get into. Let's start with some sports. Don't forget 4 o'clock, which is a little over an hour from now. Raheel Ramzanali going to be joining me on the program to talk all kinds of fun things and shenanigans. You don't want to miss it. Who's the man? Raheel's the man. Yeah, once again, 2 guests this week. We're killing it, yo. We're absolutely killing it. So thanks again to Dustin for joining me yesterday. Had an absolute blast hanging out with him on the patio. Hope we get to do that again. That was a hella fun time. So appreciate him being out here and driving all the way out here and joining me. So let's get to some sports. Oh, let me see if this works. Here we go. Let's see this. Here we go. Let's do some sports, y'all. Do some sports. Piece of shit. All right, here's the sports headlines for the day. The cop that arrested Scotty Scheffler is going to be disciplined for not turning on his body cam. Well, that's a little sus. You know what I'm saying? A little sus there. Louisville Metro Police Department has taken corrective action against the police officer who arrested the world's #1 golfer. Guess he wasn't the world's #1 cop. Who would be the world's #1 cop? Who would that be? So, Police Chief Jacqueline Gwen Jacqueline announced Thursday during a news conference. Jacqueline said Detective Brian Gillis violated the department's standard operating procedure, or SOP, for body-worn cameras, BWC. That's a Pornhub category. I'm no idiot. There's BBCs and there's BWCs. Just kidding. There's no BWCs. Which states that officers are required to maintain their BWCs. How many jokes do you think are made in the locker rooms at the police academy over that? Maintain their BWCs in a constant state of operational readiness. I mean, come on, guys. The jokes write themselves. Okay. Detective Gillis did not have his body-worn camera operational ready as required by our policy. I guarantee you most of them didn't. They do now. Oh, they do now. But you know what he was thinking? It's a golf thing. Who gives a shit? It's golf. I ain't got to do nothing. Who's getting arrested at a golf tournament? A PGA tournament at that. Ain't nobody acting up there. And if they do, I'll just boop, boop, real quick. So it says he was performing a law enforcement action as defined in our policy. Detective Gillis should have turned on his body-worn camera, but he did not. His failure to do so is a violation of LMPD policy. Said Gillis was counseled by his supervisor that the violation was noted in his personal file. Oh no, it was noted. There is no video available, which means that it's going to be really difficult because they said that they're not backing down from, well, at least that's what it was said before, is that they were still considering or not backing down at least from pursuing federal charges. Or felony charges, not federal, felony charges against Scheffler. But I think what they're doing now is this is setting this is setting it up to go. Go on about your business, Scotty. Forget about it. Because you know the lawyer's like, nah, fam, where's your proof? Show me the film. So it says, we understand the seriousness of the failure to capture this interaction, which is why our officer has received corrective action for this policy violation. One of the videos released by the LMPD appears to show Scheffler's SUV turning into the golf club entrance, prompting an officer to run towards the vehicle and seemingly strike it as it comes to a stop. The camera is too far away to capture the full details of the interaction. So, let's see. I observed. So there's the Gillis wrote in his report, which you can write anything. Scheffler faces charges of second-degree assault of a police officer, third-degree criminal mischief, reckless driving, and disregarding traffic signals for an officer directing traffic. The assault charge is a felony. The others are misdemeanors. Scheffler's attorney told reporters shortly after Thursday's news conference that his client wasn't interested in a plea deal. Yeah. Quote, our position is the same as it was last Friday. Scotty Scheffler didn't do anything wrong. We're not interested in settling the case. We will either try it or it'll be dismissed. It's very simple. All the evidence that continues to come out just continues to support what Scotty said all along. This was a chaotic situation and miscommunication, and he didn't do anything wrong. As I recall, and I don't want to sit here and read you a whole article, but as I recall, wasn't it said that the cop was like bruised up and his stuff was torn? Well, how does that happen? Hey, what up, Jacob? You're actually early today. Let's go. Look at you, man. Usually you roll in about 4:50 and I'm like, damn it, Jacob. Get here when the show's over. Get here early, pimp. Hey, man, I'm glad you enjoyed the show yesterday, brother. That was a fun show, man. Dustin's a great dude. Hilarious dude. So, yeah, there was more video. He was far from dragged. Hey, what up, Ryan? Oi, oi. You're a handsome man too, sir. Welcome. Cece said, yeah, believe it or not, the cop was full of crap. I know, right? Weird. What? You mean cops don't tell the truth also? I don't believe you. Now you just stop that for 1 second. Are you trying to tell me, Cece, that police officers are human? I don't believe you. You know what I really wish? I wish I could do the Anchorman thing. I really want that GIF. I want the GIF from Anchorman when he's sitting at the desk and he gets the cigarette out and he's got the mustache and he goes, I don't believe you. That's my favorite GIF on the interwebs. And that's, yeah, I live by that. Ryan said, have you gotten any funnier lately? Unfortunately, no. I think I'm regressing, Ryan. I think it's all going backwards, kind of like my life and fortune and luck. It's all just shrinking. Also, like my penis. So it's just a backslide. Everything is backsliding, Ryan. It's just sad, bro. It's just sad. It comes with age. Goes with age, more like it. See what I did there? He said, as long as the wood is still hard, rotten. The wood is rotten, Ryan. It is rotten to the core. Flip said, rocking the innie. Yes, sir. Jacob said, bro, my bad. I clock out at 4:30. I'm usually pretty busy, but not today. Nice. What do you do, Jacob, if you don't mind me asking? What do? You punching a clock, bro. That's hard work. Whatever. If it involves a clock, you're a man's man, Jacob. Watch him be like, oh, I'm a nail tech. Not that, hey, I'm not knocking nail tech. That's probably the fumes and the feet. Jesus Christ. I'd rather be a roofer in August in Houston, Texas than a nail tech. Could you imagine some of the disgusting ass feet? I don't know where Shaq lives, but as soon as Shaq walked through the door at the nail salon that I worked at, I'd quit. He'd walk in and put his feet up on that stool, and the mask would come off, the fucking gloves, the eyewear, the apron, and I would just walk out. They'd be like, you can't quit, you own the place. And I would just light a match and throw that bitch over my shoulder and leave. Burn that sumbitch down. I am not doing it. No, thank you. No, thank you. Nope. That's gross. So that was one of our headlines. I saw this one too. It says that the WNBA Toronto team plans to play across Canada. And you might be wondering, I didn't know the WNBA had a team in Toronto. Aha! Gotcha! Toronto awarded the WNBA's first team outside of the U.S. Yeah, they're going to start play in 2026. The story to me is not, oh man, Canada's getting a WNBA team. Check that out. That's great. I don't give a shit about that. I don't know that there's a ton of people clamoring for women's basketball in Canada. I don't know that there's a ton of people clamoring for men's NBA basketball in Canada. I mean, you got Toronto. Wasn't there another one? There was the Vancouver, wasn't it? No, who had the other basketball? There was two Canadian teams, wasn't there? Or was it always just the Raptors? Why do I feel like there was another? No, it was just the one. No, there was the Expos that folded. Yeah, it was Vancouver. Thank you. Was it the Grizzlies? Yes, the Vancouver Grizzlies. Thank you. Okay, I'm not crazy. Yeah, so the Vancouver Grizzlies folded. So what do we make of this? I think what we make of this is, and this is not just something that just happened. They didn't just in the last for weeks go, oh. But I think what they see is that based on the popularity of women's college basketball growing exponentially over the last year plus because of Caitlin Clark, and what she's already done and how she's changed the game, I think they understood. And the game has been growing over the last several years, but she really, and I think they knew that that was coming, just based off of probably market research and everything else. I think they knew, hey, here's a golden opportunity to grow the sport even more. I think it's very risky. I do. I think it's very risky to expand into Canada. And I say that because you really haven't even solidified your foothold in the U.S. first, right? Like you really don't, you haven't solidified the fact that you're a mainstream sport in America yet. And you're already kind of jumping in and testing the waters in Canada. I would have preferred to see them maybe try to do like what the NFL has done. Play some games, and maybe they have. Hell, I'm not going to even sit here and pretend like I pay enough attention to the WNBA. It's very possible that they have, and I just don't know. But it's exactly what Ashton just said. It's brutal. I just want a Houston team again. I mean, you had a team in Houston that won, 3 championships in a row? 4? In the Comets? And there's no team here anymore, but yet they're going to put a team in Canada? You've got Houston without a team. There's a ton of cities. I mean, I feel like what you probably should have done is every American city that has an NBA team should have gotten a WNBA team first before you pushed it up into Canada. Just because of the money and the value and the marketing aspects and everything else involved in it. And then move into Canada. But, who am I? I mean, there are much smarter people running the WNBA than me. So what do I know, right? I mean, like they're way smarter. They're way better, I suppose. So far be it from me to tell them what to do. But that's just me. Yeah, Asher said, what does it say? Big IBTQ. Oh, LBTQ? They even LGBTQ community in Canada? Okay. Don't forget the WNBA is owned by the NBA. They'll have the league support and they... Oh, yeah, no, I get that. Oh, I know. I know the WNBA is owned by the NBA. Yeah, I mean, it's in the name. But what I'm saying is, yeah, it would have made more sense from a marketing perspective and everything else to capitalize on the heat here in America first before venturing outside of the U.S. Just my opinion. I don't feel like, I mean, to me, basketball is inherently an American sport first. I mean, well, it's certainly a Euro sport now. I don't know how popular basketball is in Canada. I mean, Canada seems like it's a hockey first. I don't know. I could be wrong. I have, believe it or not, I have been known to be wrong before. I know that's a very shocking revelation for a lot of you, but it is true indeed. What the fuck is this? Oh, it is true. It's happened before where I've been wrong. Crazy enough to believe that, but it is it's absolutely true. All right, a couple of more. Uriel said maybe they see more views coming from Canada. I don't know. Oh, that's a good thought. Yeah, maybe they, I mean, like I said, Uriel, you're right in that regard. They do a ton of research on that. It's not like they just sit around and go, "What you think?" "I think we should go to Canada." "Well, that's ridiculous." I bet you it's not. Oh, well, let's just see. Cece's crazy. Cece says, speaking as a current Canadian, we do love our hockey. Okay. See, this is ridiculous. This is how I know that Cece is not Canadian, because he did not finish his sentence with A. Because he would have said, speaking as a current Canadian, we do love our hockey, eh? Way to go, Cece. As you said, basketball is like number 3 in the world globally, but I also point out the WNBA has shorter roster, so a lot of talent gets cut. Adding this team will basically make an instant contender. Per Josh Driver, they are very accepting of women's sports here. Okay. What other women's sports do they have up there? Curling? Pinochle? Probably women's chess. Women's, damn it. Fuck. Shit. Now I look bad in front of the company. Josh, don't think all I think about is titties. Okay? I think about ass too. Gotcha! What? Josh, I totally didn't high five myself just now. I gotta find a USB cable, guys. Hold on. He said, hockey's huge here for women. Eh? It's too late now, Cece. If the goddamn Southern American has to tell you to say A, it's too late. This is my box of cables. This is my patio stuff. It's because I'm well organized, as you can tell. I put everything up neatly. Everything in its place and a place for everything, as they say. You know. Definitely don't have OCD and everything else. Cece, oh, no worries. Get you some maple syrup, Cece. Cece, when you go to the bars, do you do shots of maple syrup? I still haven't told you guys the story about how I got kicked out of Canada. It's a hoot. It's a hoot. It was the friendliest way. I have never. It was the friendliest rejection I've ever had in my whole life. The kindest way anybody's ever been mean to me. Just great. Just splendid. Where in the fuck? I guess that'll do it. Yep, that'll have to do it. Oh, look at that. That is so small. First person to say that's what she says, getting timed out. And that would definitely be Total Dallas. He said it, didn't he, chat? I don't have my headphones on, but I know he said it. I know he said it. I know he said it. Ah! What is that? I just don't want this to die. That's all. I feel like it's about to. So, let's see if this works. Let me see if this works. Ah. Oh, brilliant, sir. Did it work? Oh, brilliant indeed. I probably should turn down the... Ah, yes. I see you know your judo well. Brilliant. She said, what is that? What? Whistle Pig makes a maple syrup whiskey now. Yeah. Ashley said that box has the meaning of life in it, but it'll take 10 million years to unravel, right? Speaking of breasts, Have y'all seen the Congo poster on how he removes breast cancer? What? What? The Congo? The Congo pastor. I thought it said poster. I was like, what? No. All right. Last couple of headlines. So, Nikola Jokic. Driver Josh says they use maple syrup in the old fashions here. Oh, interesting. Now that is a twist. That is not an old fashioned. Nope. I can't say I've ever seen a recipe for an old fashioned that calls for maple syrup. Nope. Have you had an old fashioned up there yet, CC? I would try it. I certainly would try it. I'm a big old fashioned fan now. I would try it. You know, win in Rome or Canada, whatever. I'd try it. Nikola Jokic, All NBA first team. Here is the rest of the names. Let's see. After winning his third MVP, Jokic headlined this year's All NBA teams by earning his sixth selection in a row. That says Jokic was supplanted on the first team last season by Joel Embiid of Philly leading the ballot. Irony is that Embiid is one of several players this season, along with Donovan Mitchell, Julius Randle, and Jimmy Butler, who made All-NBA last season, but wasn't eligible this year due to newly created 65-game rule. The newly created, excuse me. Despite the rule change, Jokic on the first team, despite the rule change, joining Jokic on the first team are four players besides Embiid who were named first team All-NBA last year. Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Jason Tatum. Sixth straight first team selection for Giannis. Fifth consecutive selection for Luka. Third for Tatum. And the second in a row for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic and Gilgeous-Alexander are the only unanimous first team picks. So, Doncic becomes the third player with 5 first team All-NBA selections before turning 26. Joining Kevin Durant and anybody want to take a guess real quick? Anybody? CC knows this. CC can guess this. I'll give you a hint, CC. Go Spurs, go. Quick. Don't Google it. Josh, you tell me if she Googles it, Josh. Canadians are honest. You can't lie. You cannot tell a lie. People don't know George Washington was Canadian. Fact. It's not a fact. She doesn't know. Tim Duncan. Hey, what up, Perry? Good to see you, brother. I mean, Amos. Doncic can sign a 5-year deal worth $346 million. God, this NBA money is just so crazy, man. Just crazy. It says Doncic can sign a 5-year deal worth $346 million, starting at nearly $60 million in 26-27 and ending at about $79 million in 30-31. SGA will be eligible to sign a 4-year extension worth about $294 million. His will start in 27-28. That it's just crazy money. It says his, let's see, around $65 million would see him earning just over $81 million or $1 million a game. A game. Could you imagine showing up to work knowing you're going to make $1 million that day? And you only really work one day a year? I mean, you put in more than that with practices and preseason but bro, like, practices and preseason are like meetings for the rest of us. You know what I mean? Like, if you go to a meeting, that's kind of like your practices, I guess. No, I guess working at home, like taking your work home with you would be like a practice. But God bless, you work 81 days a year. You make $1 million a game. It's crazy. And you don't even work a full day. A couple hours. Crazy. Here is the voting if you care. I'll show you the whole thing. If you're interested, if you want to see them all. Here it is. Let me zoom in for you guys. There we go. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 99 first place votes. Jokic got 99 first place votes. Somebody had it out for Luka. He got 99 first place votes and 1 second place votes. Somebody is petty as shit. Somebody out there is petty AF. Who gave Luka a second place vote? What asshole? It had to be a Canadian. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to our Canadian friend listening to this show. CC, I apologize. Didn't one of them soccer hooligans get $100 million for one season? Oh, that would be crazy. Yeah, Total Dallas said probably someone at the Houston Chronicle. Oh yeah, if anybody was going to be petty about Luka, it was going to be a Houston person or a Thunder person, for sure. Giannis got 88 first and 11 second, and Jason Tatum got 65 first and 34 second. So there you go. There she blows. Also seeing major financial boosts from their selections are Anthony Edwards, second team, and Tyrese Halliburton, third team. Both of whom agreed to extensions last summer that are worth $205 million, $245 million. Halliburton is the Pacers' first player to make an All-NBA team since Oladipo did it back in 2017, 2018. Wow. That's crazy. Jalen Brunson, meanwhile, is another first-time pick making second team. Don't they have just a list? There we go. Most first-team selections. This is... Wait, what is this? This is most first-team selections for active players. I was about to say, wait a minute. Jordan's not on this list? What? I'd be curious to see, like, all time. Let me look that up. Oh, wait, what does that say? Josh says, I'm sorry. Fuck you, Barry, eh? What? What? There's no way he talks like that. He's Canadian. There's no damn way. They don't talk like that, CC. You're wrong. You're wrong. Hey, ask Josh, how many Canadians made the first team? None! Because the Raptors suck. I don't even know. You're not in Toronto, are you, ZZ? I don't even know where she is. What was I looking up? Oh, yeah. I was looking up. What the frick is that? That's weird. Okay. First team All NBA all time. All NBA first team. All NBA first team select season. I want all time, bitch. Leaders. Oh, wow. Okay. Here it is. There she blows. Oh, that's the points. Okay, so they don't do it by all-time selections. They just have like the most votes, total points, I guess. So LeBron has the most. It goes LeBron, Kareem, Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. Kind of a shocker. Titan Hugo. Oladipo. But he put Odalipo. Boy, I love me some Victor Oladipo. Boy, I was a big Oladipo fan. Man, oh man. What was your favorite Victor Oladipo highlight? Victor Oladipo, the Rocket legend. That's hilarious. Cece said check the show page on Discord. Bet. What? Oh, shit. What have you done, CC? What have you done, CC? Raheel Ramzan going to be joining me in 20 minutes. Shit, we didn't get to the EA Sports thing. We got to hurry up and get to that. All right, enough of this tomfoolery. One more thing. Cavs fired, I was about to say Bernie Bickerstaff. No, he's not here. No, not Dua Lipa. Total Dallas. The Cavs fired JB Bickerstaff, even though he got them to the Eastern Conference semifinals. It's crazy. I don't know why you do that. JB Bickerstaff did a hell of a job. But it's crazy. And this article even talks about it. Got him through a rebuild. No, he was, if I recall correctly, when they hired him, he was, who am I looking for? In Astros parlance, he was their, oh man, what was that dude's name? Who was that manager? Oh, shit. Who was the black manager before AJ Hinch? DeMarcus Cousins, a Rocket legend. Why am I drawing a blank on the dude's name? Oh man. But he was also supposed to be there from the Texans too. David Culley. Like that's who JB Bickerstaff was gonna be. Oh, Porter. Yeah. He was their Porter. He was their David Culley. Bo Porter. That's who it was. Thank you, Eric. He was going to be their Bo Porter or their David Culley, where it was just like, we'll just give him a job. We're going to suck for a while, but we'll get through it. And then once we're looking like we've got some talent, we'll go out and get a real coach. And then don't you know, 6 years later, he's in the Eastern Conference semifinals. And now they're like, oh, that's just not good enough for us. Go figure. So Cavs are never happy, I suppose. All right. That's enough of that. Let's get back to it. Scram beat it, kids. Okay, let's first and foremost, here are your covers for the EA Sports College Football 25. Oh, let me do the Discord real quick. Discord show. What is this? What is Mark G? Oh, Mark, I just saw this. Sorry, dude. I just saw your message from this morning. Mark said, sorry, my date had to cancel. Still going. Have a ticket. Oh. Yeah, I will do that, Mark. If nothing else, if we don't give it away on the show today. By the way, once again, you guys, Mark G does have a ticket for the show at Hop Scholar, which is Saturday, 8 o'clock up here in Spring. So if you want to go and you don't want to drop the cash to do so, Mark has you covered. So take him up on the offer. Getting ready to get who LeBron wants. That's true. Yeah, take him up on the offer. So post in the chat if you're interested in going to the show. It's up here in Spring off of Rayford and 99. Or no, Rayford and 45, excuse me. Show starts at 8 o'clock. And I can post for you. Here's a link to it. Let's see. There is the link in Twitch. Here is the link in YouTube. So if you want it, I got it. Oh man, Second to None was the shit. Oh good, I tweeted it out. Yeah, if you want it and he doesn't give it away yet, Grab it. Come get it. Perry said if I can find a sitter this weekend, me and the wife coming through. Let's go, Perry. Come on, man. Hell yeah. Come through, man. It's going to be a good time. I really think y'all going to love Mickey Housley. That dude's freaking hilarious, man. Hilarious. Mavs should fire their coach. Hey, man. All right. CC said check out the show Discord. Josh, I love it. Oh, that's freaking hilarious. Check out Josh, y'all. Are you still in the car, CC? That is fucking hilarious. Tell me you're still in the car, CC. Tell me you're still in the car, CC. That is so funny. Oh my God, that's hilarious. This is what Josh sent, y'all. Hey, Josh, that's not 10 and 2, goddammit. Is this how they teach y'all to drive up there in the great north? The Wheaton North. How about 10 and 2, buddy? That's not very Canadian-like of you. Oh, that's so funny. He's like, hey, fuck you, YouTube and son of a bitch. Oh, that's so funny, dude. Josh is my new favorite person. That is fantastical. Look at that. Look at the, but if I was grading middle fingers, the execution on this is pretty damn good, Josh. That is, that's the most Canadian finger though I've ever seen. Like, I like it. I like how he puts the thumb on the side. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone give the finger with the thumb on the side, Josh. What is that about? Usually you put the thumb over the middle, right? Josh's thumb on the side. That's in case, you know why he does that? Because so he can free up the index finger to go, I'm sorry, peace. Ah, that's fantastic, Josh. You're the man, brother. Oh, shit. Brother, go have you a shot of maple syrup. You've earned it. All right, let's get to these EA Sports covers. This is the cover of college football 2025. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. That's a different soundtrack altogether. I'm trying to find the link. Josh looks like a undercover Mountie. Okay, I'll take it from here, Total Dallas. You just leave the jokes to me, buddy. Okay? You just leave the jokes to me. I could have just done without reading that. Yo, what up, Bleed Blue? Good to see you, pimpin'. I was trying to find the link. Let's see here. Where did she go? That reminded me of how Joel used to make fun of Matt Thomas. What should we do? Where'd it go? Let's see. Well, I'm trying to get all the particulars for you guys. EA Sports. There we go. There's one. I saw the cop. What the?
At total_Dallas for that joke.
You did it, Total Dallas. It's all you, baby. Here we go. So this is. Oh, let's see. Oh, there we go. So there's two versions of this. See you in 10 minutes, Total Dallas. There's two versions of this, by the way. This version is the regular version, and then there's the deluxe edition. Y'all hear Antonio Brown is bankrupt. I mean, I'm not surprised, but still. What up, Nasty Nate? That's interesting. I'll get to that in just a second. So a PlayStation Store update has revealed a deluxe edition cover of EA Sports that'll feature Quinn Ewers, Michigan running back Donovan Edwards, and Colorado defensive back Travis Hunter. So this is the deluxe edition of the EA Sports. So that means that this is the regular College Football 2025 edition. So this has them. It's got their back. You see Jalen Milroe there. And this has Quinshawn Judkins, Milroe, and Carson Beck. But then it also has yours, Edwards, and Hunter on it as well. So this was the original, and this, I guess, is the deluxe edition. Aha. Okay. So I made sure he was here for the interview. What? Oh. That's crazy. Let's see. Got it. Okay. So those are the covers. Now here is the trailer for the new EA Sports College Football 2025 video game. For those of you that have played this game in the past, you know we have been waiting a hella long time. I mean, a hella long time for this. It's been over a decade. When was the last game? I want to say 2000 and it was well before 2014. When was the last EA Sports NCAA football game released? 2013. And that was NCAA football 14. So this will come out, yeah. It's been over a decade. So this is the trailer for the new NCAA football or college football 25. Check it out.
Finally, it is here. You can take all that just another game stuff and throw it out. The eyes of the nation are on this field today, and that's what these players live for.
Most of the players opted in, right? Anybody notice anything about the trailer? Anybody notice anything about this? Alex said I would have did it at 4. Well, you're kind of a dick, Alex. Anybody notice anything about the trailer? What do you notice, chat? Tell me. Clarence said this game is the only way that Texas will be back. Damn. Damn, Clarence. Why you doing like that, buddy? Anybody, what do you notice about the trailer? Chat. What did you notice? What did you notice about it? It's time for some new music. Guns N' Roses again. You in the jungle, baby. You gonna die. Perry said already looks better than anything Madden dropped the last 10 years or so. Okay. All right. I'm curious of y'all's observations before I give mine, because I don't want to persuade anybody. I want your opinions. Before, I wish Alec was here because he waited all day on Tuesday for this, and then he's not even here to discuss it. But anybody else got any thoughts on it? I mean, maybe I'm just the only one that gives a shit about this game anymore. Anybody else? No? Nobody wants to go? Okay. I'm giving you a shot. What up, Darth Midas? I didn't even see you, brother. My bad. Darth Midas, I saw the cops pull over a school bus. Oh, what did they do, by the way, Darth Midas? What did they do? I did see you. That's my fault. Clarence said I can't wait for it, but I'm saying for the trailer. What were your thoughts on the trailer? Did you have thoughts on the trailer? Was there anything in particular? Excuse me. Lord Jesus, that was disgusting. Flip said, can we see it again? Okay, I will run it again. Eric said I'm going to play it for like 2 weeks straight. Your wife's going to miss you, huh?
It is here. You can take all that just another game stuff and throw
Darth
it out.
might have said there was
the
an
eyes of the
accident
nation are
that
on
happened,
this
so
field today, and that's what these players live for.
Were they involved in the accident? Or they just, did one of the kids cause it? 12th man, baby. Bevo. Claire said it's very detailed. Okay. Yeah. A lot of the different traditions. Okay. Yeah, every college entrance so far. A lot of the college entrances. Whiskey. Little toe drag. Okay. Little chomp. Nice ass. A celebration dunk. Okay, I see you, kid. Can you keep up, baby boy? Oh, that's awesome. It looks so real, right? Clarence said I hear the bands. Here's my observation. Is it too much? Flip said honestly couldn't see anything. Is it too much to ask in a damn near 2-minute trailer to get some actual gameplay? If you go back and watch this entire trailer, and I'm not going to run the whole thing again, but if you watch the entire trailer, there is no actual gameplay in the trailer. What it is entrances, it's up close toe drags, it's highlight plays, but there's no actual from behind the quarterback plays. There's no actual all 22s. There's no actual plays being run. So while it looks like it's better than anything we've seen in the last 10 years from Madden, Perry, we don't really know that because they didn't give us any actual gameplay. So I don't know if it's going to be better, honestly. We don't know that. And I know that because I noticed something when we see some of these games, and especially EA is so guilty of this. They'll drop a 2-minute trailer and they'll mislead us with shit like this. And they make us think, oh, look at that. Like that, the Jalen Milroe pass right there. Oh, yeah, look at that. That is not gameplay. You don't get that when you're playing the game. You don't get this view ever. You never see that. So like when you're here, when you're, that's like filler shit. So when you get here, That's not how you're playing the game. So this is not the game engine. This is a manufactured highlight. And Clarence is like, Barry, it's a teaser. Any game fan that after watching the trailer, you're straight to YouTube to see if it's... Yeah, I get that. But that's my point is people are like, oh, I can't wait for this. This shit is so hype. How do you know? There was no actual gameplay in the thing. Why is everybody so... I mean, I'm hyped that it's finally here, but we don't know what it is. We don't really know if the actual gameplay is... I don't trust EA. I'm glad they're bringing it back, but let's be real. This is a money grab for them. I want to see it first. NCAA football was always better than Madden. Always. The engine, the gameplay, the fluidity, everything was always better. Always. Yeah, Total Dallas said, I noticed something. They never had let a naysayer know in there. The gameplay was always better, but I don't know. Because we didn't see anything that would lead us to believe that. All right, real quick. We're going to take a quick break. And Clarence says just college Madden. Yeah, well, I don't know. So we're going to take a quick break, 3 minutes. We're going to be back at 4 o'clock. Joining me on the program at 4 o'clock, Raheezy Ramzanelli. Yeah, baby. Party like it's 2020. 4 years ago. Man, it's been 4 years. Raheel was my first guest on this show, as a matter of fact. Way back when on May 11. So he's going to be joining me on the program from 4 to about 4:45. He's got a heart out at 4:45. We're going to get him out of here so he can go do his thing. But, yeah, he'll be joining me on the program, hanging out for a little bit. We got a ton of stuff to chop it up with, and we'll have a good time. We did a podcast not too long ago for his CityCast Houston podcast, which he's been a part of for a while now. So we'll discuss that. And if you haven't checked it out, you need to go do that. And we're going to have a good time. So stick around for that. In the meantime, I'm going to go grab a Diet Coke and hit the head real quick. And you guys do the same. Whatever you do during the break, poop, pee, smoke a bowl, I don't give a shit. But just be back here for around 4 o'clock, which is in a couple of minutes, for Raheezy Ramzanelli, who's going to take us home. All right, this is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. We're back shortly. Don't go anywhere, everybody. I'll see you in a sec. Where's my brakes? There they go. Peace. welcome back to the final hour of Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Lemonek. Thank you guys for sticking around through the break. Those of you that did, those of you that didn't can go have sex with yourself. I don't know why you'd leave. This is the best part of the show coming up, and your dumb ass left. I hope you're watching this replay and you're pissed off at yourself for leaving and missing this live, because now you're watching it on replay and you're sad because you can't chat and ask your stupid ass questions you were probably going to ask. Yeah, hate yourself now, don't you? You should, dumbass. All right, joining me now on the program. Super excited about this. It all started a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. 4 years ago, we became Eskimo brothers. I don't know how that works. It was a while back, but it's been a while since he's been on this show. I don't know. I dare say he's done this show a lot as far as guests go, and I'm excited that we're doing it again. We just did his show, which was really cool. Did the CityCast Houston podcast, and it was a fun one, and I looked forward to doing it because I got to rant, as you guys know I like to do. So without further ado, you guys, joining me on the program, your friend, my friend, ladies and gentlemen. Oh shit, hold on, I didn't do my due diligence, everybody. I have to fix this. There we go. Joining me on the program right now, ladies and gentlemen, Raheezy, Raheel Ramzanali, everybody. What's up, Raheel? How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are you? Thank you so much for that kind introduction. And yeah, I guess we are Eskimo brothers in firings or excuses or whatever it was when we got let go. I'm not bitter.
No, not at all, right? Yeah.
I still get so mad when I think about it, but good things came out of it for me. I'm not gonna hate too much. I just wish it was handled better. You know, like announcing that somebody's gonna be replacing you in like 2 days later. That was kind of weird, but you know, it's all good. I know you can't. I know you're still doing stuff with them on and off, so I don't want to put you in a weird position. But 4 years later, when I think about it, I'm like, man, that was kind of weird. But oh well.
You know what's funny is okay. I had, after the dust settled, and it was not too long ago. In fact, I sat down and had some conversations with some folks, and it was like, it was one of those things where it was like, "Are you mad?" And I was like, "Not anymore." "Are you mad?" And they were like, "Not anymore." And it was like, I think both sides, we both.
Wait, why
agreed.
would they be mad?
Huh?
Why would they be mad?
Probably.
Are you talking about? Yeah, like the ESPN side, right? You're talking about them?
Yeah. Well, I was just like, because there were some things where they were like, well, the way that I maybe handled some things publicly, maybe some shit that I said that maybe I ain't even. Yeah, I'm petty. Okay, I admit. I maybe said some things I shouldn't have said about Josh. At the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And like when Westling would be on the show and he was calling him a scab and shit like that, and I wouldn't stop it. I would just laugh, and then I would tweet about it. And so, they were like, well, fuck, did you have to do that? And so I was like, I think we both talked about it. I was like, we both probably could have handled it a lot better. And so it was kind of just water under the bridge more than anything. You know what I mean?
That's good. That's good. I still keep in touch with John and Lance and Dell.
Yeah.
And some of the people behind the scenes. I haven't heard from a single salesperson ever, like checking in, like, hey, how are things going with you? So that's fine. But I worked with them. Remember, I would do sales stuff. Like I was on their side. I was working both the programming and sales side. I never hear from them. It's weird. Sales people, yeah, they normally don't care if you can't help them. So that's fine. But I still keep in touch with John, Lance, Dell. I'll see some other people every once in a while, but I have a great relationship with them. They're still, they're my close friends. That show wasn't BS where people would be like, "Oh, you guys are actually friends." No, we're actually friends. So
yeah, like
I text
really
them every single day.
Friends, right? Yeah, I mean, like you and John and you and Lance and you and Dell are really tight. I mean, you're good friends. So, and
Dell won't admit it, but we're friends.
Dell won't admit he has any friends. You know what I mean? And by the way, I never really said this publicly, man, but good for him and congratulations to him for getting his show. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's an ESPN special or ESPN Houston special. Hey, just work more, no pay. you know, and we've been there before. The Raheel and Del show was that. They were like, hey, we're going to give you this awesome show. And we built it up to a #1 spot. And by the way, we never got extra money for it. And then David Gow just wanted Charlie Palillo in that slot because he liked listening to him when nobody else did when he was on the other station. I think he was on 92.5 at that time, still had original programming. And literally his people didn't follow him over. And David Gow was still like, no, but he has a big following here. Okay.
He does.
You could have built around 2 young guys, and they were building an actual following that was
on
showing
social
some
media.
numbers. Yeah. But yeah, why would they why would they think about the future? Why would forward thinking things don't happen at that station? So it's all good. I'm not bitter, by the way.
By the way, if you want to follow Raheel, it's at Bitter Raheel on all social media platforms.
I'm truly not. One of the things you and I talked about before this was the lessons learned in the last 4 years, right? I learned that I like working from home. I enjoy being with my family. I enjoy picking up my kids, dropping them off to school. I think since the last time we talked, I actually added a kid. So I have 2 kids now.
Nice. Congrats.
Yeah, so thank you. My second daughter is 20 months old now. So yeah, it's been almost 2 years since I was been on the show, for real.
The balloons were fantastic.
Did you drop those? What is that? How did the balloons come up?
I did not do that.
How was going? Wow, I guess it's AI.
Fantastic, bro.
Is that AI or what?
Oh, it's so great. I've never had a guest to bring their own shit, dude. That was so great. Do you know how many times I have done a podcast and wanted to hit my own DJ horn? Because I do it all the time. Like, even when I was doing yours, when I made a joke, I wanted to be like.
But I don't know how I
can't do that. You're lying.
Let me say, maybe it's the word. We're celebrating. We're excited to bring another kid into this world.
Congratulations.
I think it was congratulations. No, I don't know how that happened.
You're
that was
lying.
cool.
You really did. You?
I promise. I can't. I literally don't know how I did it.
Bullshit.
But
you really didn't.
So I enjoy. Yeah. I think that was you.
No, I swear to God, I didn't do that. You did that. Okay. You totally did that.
I have no buttons to hit. Okay. Anyways, I learned that I like being at home. I like working on different projects. When I was at ESPN, I didn't have the flexibility on working on multiple projects, right? Like you only had to do their stuff and stuff they signed off on. So they were pretty cool with me doing the roughneck stuff and all that, but I couldn't do more than that, right? So I learned I like doing multiple projects, and I'm blessed, man. Things have been good since that moment. It could have been really bad. And you know, like I think we're both thriving creatively, which is important to us. So there's also that, which is good. But
dude,
yeah,
you've just been
truly not bitter. I'm bitter about the way they handled it, and it was kind of, you know, BS. But it's all good. We're on to bigger and better things. So what can we do?
And you've been killing it, man. You have been.
Thank you, man.
Like every time I see you on socials, I'm just like, dude, he's just. It's amazing. And what I envy about you in the best possible way is just how great you. Your abs, your pecs, your biceps and triceps, your chin. Notice I didn't say chins. Your chin, your jawline, your beard, everything. But I mean, we have the same size nose, but yours is straight. I envy that. But like, dude, I mean, the things that you go out and get. It's amazing because I would never pursue those things because I'm like, there's no way. I don't have the radio anymore, right? Like I talk myself out of so much because I always thought that the radio and being on ESPN is where my value lied. Like I thought that that's what gave me my value. And I think we had this conversation off air and you were like, no, dude. And to this day, I still don't do the things I probably should, but you're like, no, you're just killing it, man. And the more you do, the bigger your brand grows and the things you do. Dude, you had the Lululemon and you've got the CityCast podcast now, and you had the Sabercats and you had the what was the other one you mentioned?
Fury Fighting Championship.
The Fury Fighting Championships, but you were with Roughnecks. Like, you do the play-by-play
Roughnecks,
for them. Dude, it's crazy, man. You're just absolutely killing it. It's fantastic.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I have to kill it because there's not a steady source of income coming in, right? Like the ESPN days, you had a full-time gig, you were getting that, which was nice. It was comfortable. But in the last 4 years, even though right now CityCast Houston is a full-time job for me, in those last 4 years leading up to that, or last 3 years, I had to take every single role possible. I had to hustle and go get those roles because I like buying stuff for my family and being able to keep the lights on, which is important.
Do you seek them out, or have they started seeking you out?
So at first I would seek them out. I would reach out, I tapped into my network, and I'm so happy like my network was there for me. And that's one of the things I've spent so many years building up, right? Like always being there for my network. And when I needed them the most, I was like, it's time for them to repay some favors here. And that's how all those, roles came to be. Like the Roughnecks, they took a break. They came back, and the guy I originally worked with, Will, he's like, hey, you want to come back? I know if you want some work. I was like, yes, I'll do it. The Sabercats, it was actually because I would go to their games. We would always interview them, even though AJ would get mad. Like, why do we have rugby players on and whatnot? And I'm like, well, dude, you're talking craft beer right now. Like, I think rugby is okay.
At least ours is a sport.
Yeah. They used to do an hour on craft beer, and they would get mad at me for talking about sneakers, which, by the way, now, guess who was forward thinking there? That's a huge thing. Yeah. So the Sabercats, I would, during COVID, one of the players, Sam Windsor, who was there, he's like, hey, come work out with me because I know you like to work out. You like to learn what's happening. He's like, come work out. And I was like, sure. Came and did some drills with him. He's like, why don't you do our stadium hosting? I was like, yeah, why am I not? And then he made that happen. And then like, why don't you just do our TV stuff? All right, cool. Let's do it. And then with Fury is a connection that we both know, Richard Burmaster, who is my jiu-jitsu coach and lifelong friend. They needed somebody to fill in because AJ was actually doing it before. And when AJ was planning that move to Vegas, they're like, hey, we need somebody to do this. Why don't you do it? And I said, yeah, let's do it. Let's give it a try. And the first few broadcasts were rough. I was scared because I wasn't scared about the broadcasting. I was scared about being so close to the fighters and talking about their fights in especially the undercard when there's nobody there or people are quiet.
They can hear you. He's getting his ass whooped.
I was there like, wow, he's getting a beat down right now. He should, defend himself here. Yeah. And they're literally right on the cage. And sometimes there's no catwalk in between us. So it's like, that's it. It's the cage and us. Yeah. So they could hear everything. So I was kind of afraid of that. But once the fighters got to know me, the brand got to know me, now I'm like the loudest person and I don't care. I wild out. I have fun. I'm me. So that's been a blessing. And man, shout out to Eric Garcia. And then I work with Michael Eric's Alexander and Alex Morono, who, by the way, is about to fight his 21st fight in the UFC. Do you remember when he was an amateur and we used to go watch him? How crazy is that?
Do I remember, bro? I don't know if you saw this, but on my Facebook timeline, did you see the old Derek Lewis photo that so that popped up from 13 years ago, and that started me down a path, and I found old photos of Alex Morono from way back in the day.
Morono is the correct way to say it.
Is that how he, is that it? Oh,
yeah, because I was saying Morono for the longest time. Just because that's how we
used to call him, Morono. And it's Morono.
And I asked him one day,
I love it.
I was like, hey, man, are we saying your name correctly? And he never corrected us. Never. I just wanted to make sure. Because I was just like, man, I feel like something is off. And he goes, it's actually Morono. So Morono.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah,
he never once tried to correct any of us. He was just he just rolled with it. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, but it was back in the day before he was ever even considering fighting in the UFC. I'm trying to find it real fast. If I can find, dude, he's always in it. It was so funny because he would get so pissed because he could never, and even to this day, he can't shake the baby fat. And he would just be so pissed off about the baby fat, and he never got rid of it. I'm gonna try to find it while we're talking. But yeah, it was so cool. I don't have it on this PC, but dude, just to go back and even to see some of those guys succeeding now is just great. But yeah, Alex is a great dude, man. He's the nicest guy now, and he's always been that way. To see him not change after the level of success that he has had in the UFC didn't surprise me one bit.
Yeah, if Derek Lewis is the number one MMA guy out of Houston, right? Like everything he's accomplished, he will still accomplish by far. Then we can have the conversation about number two in terms of importance and also longevity. Alex is number two. I can't think of somebody else, and I don't want to disrespect anybody, but he would be number two. 21 fights. 21 fights in the UFC.
Yeah, I mean, longevity-wise, I don't, I mean, there's other guys that have made it, right? Like, I mean, Mike Swick was the kind of the pioneer out of Houston, but I don't know that there's another guy out of Houston that's had that many. Jeff Neal's up there, but he hasn't had 21.
He's like, that's incredible, man. To have
anybody
like
to get 21 fights in the UFC is a lot.
21 fights.
They still do 4-fight deals, right? Every contract is 4 fights. So to get to 12 fights in the UFC is the equivalent of getting a supermax deal in the NBA or getting to your third contract in MLB where you get that one big. It's the pinnacle of any sport's biggest contract, right? Whether it's the NFL, MLB, or NBA. So to get to to get a 12th fight in the UFC is the same thing, which would be your third 4-fight deal. To get to 21, unheard of. It's crazy.
It's amazing. Great dude.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that, and you can watch those on UFC Fight Pass, and that's been so much fun, man. It's like getting a whole new. How many fights have you called? Do you know? Do you even know? Have you counted? I'm going on year 3. I'm entering year 3 pretty soon. I calculated a while back, but it's got to be. I mean, man, there's some times where Richard will make me call near 20 fights a night, bro.
Damn! Does he make you do like the jiu-jitsu tournaments also?
No. He asked me if I wanted to do them, and I just don't have the time. It's so even the so before I would call the main broadcast, which would be the Fury FCs. Then they've launched a whole new project within Fury, which is the what's it called?
Undercard,
Fury Challenger Series. Yeah. And then they have the amateur
about
series.
Doing that and never got back to me, and I was like, bro,
hit him up.
I would do it in a heartbeat, and he never got back to me, and I don't know why. One, I welcome the payday, and two, bro, I love MMA. I mean, I covered it for years. He knows that, and yeah, I'd love if I got back into MMA in any capacity, it'd be that. You know what I mean? Like I was so burned out for so long. Yeah, Adrian Yanez is another good one. In the chat, somebody said Eves Edwards. Yeah, that's a really good one. Too. As far
Eves
as
is still around, we see him all the time.
Yeah. Oh, at the fights.
Yeah. So Thug Jitsu.
Yeah, Thug Jitsu. He used to be one of my favorite fighters. I wonder how many fights he had. It had to be over 21 for sure.
Let me see. He's in the UFC.
Yeah, at least.
Let me check.
Yeah, he had.
I'll look that up as we talk.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
will tell you the MMA world is still kind of, there's still a lot of drama, but I keep away from that. That was one of the things I hated back in the day.
Yeah, it's why I got burned out. I mean, there was, there was a lot of bullshit. But Richard hit me up because they were launching that. He was like, "Would you want to do it?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "All right, I'll get back to you." And then, well, you know how
Rich is the worst, man.
And it goes by, so I finally messaged him back, and I was like, "So we doing this?" He goes, "Oh man, the company we're dealing with, I think he blames somebody else," which is also typical Rich. I was like, I wanted to say, like, bro, you act like I never worked with you. You really think I believe it was somebody else's fault?
To be fair,
I didn't. And then,
no. To be fair, there are. I'm not being a company man here, but there's like 2 companies where you got the UFC Fight Pass crew.
Yeah. But then I see him on TikTok going, "Hey, anybody that wants to be an announcer, send me a TikTok." I was like, "Bitch,
so,
really?"
Yeah, that's why I was surprised. Like he didn't reach out, or you didn't reach out to him.
Motherfucker, my number's still the same.
Text him.
I'm not even sending him a video. I was like, if he screw it.
No, text him. Be like, hey, I don't need to send you a video.
I'm gonna send him. I'm gonna send him this link.
I will tell you, you can still be in the running.
Go to about 148.
Barry, you can still be in the running. Trust me.
Nah, I'm like, nah. At this point now, I'm like you. I'm just petty and bitter now. No,
Dude, this is where we differ. I'd be like, yes, give me the role. Let's
This
figure
is why I
out.
don't get shit. This is why I'm still going
Yeah,
back.
that's on you. I'm telling you, there's still time.
They haven't moved forward yet.
Well, there are a couple people they're looking at, but they're going to be doing some trial broadcasts, right? So there's still time to convince people. You could be one of those people if you wanted to, but you're going to send Rich a clip of this.
I'd rather just be petty and be like, "See, bitch."
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, things are good, man.
That's
I know
good,
we want to talk about a lot of different things.
Yeah, I want to talk about the
that's another
CityCast podcast because that's up my alley big time. How long have you been doing that now?
We just passed a year in March.
Dude.
So, yeah. And the opportunity came out of nowhere, man. I saw it on LinkedIn, and I'm like, well, this sounds kind of cool because one of the things about getting back into radio, especially sports radio, that I didn't want to do, I didn't want to just talk about sports. I got burnt out doing that. Like, to me, there's more to life. I love sports.
Mm-hmm.
I love watching sports, but I don't want to just talk about the Astros in the middle of July. There's a lot of other things that are happening. So when I saw that this was news, culture, food, lifestyle, some sports, everything that's going on, I was like, these are things that are interesting to me. I applied and I didn't know anybody there. Somehow my resume got moved up. I heard back from the EP. They're like, hey, you have a pretty cool resume. Can we chat? Yeah, I would love to. Learned a little bit about it. I'm like, wow, this is a real company. This is an actual thing. I started listening to the podcast as well because I didn't know about it at that point because it was only a year in for the actual podcast. So I took over from the previous host and I applied. I'm like, okay, I was like, all right, cool. Next round, I move forward. I'm like, oh, wow. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, we want to offer you this job. I'm like, wait, are you sure? This is kind of cool. And it worked out, man. It was remote. That was huge.
You don't even have to go into a studio.
Yeah. They're like, hey, do you want to work remote or do you want to meet us in person? I was like, remote is great because I just save time on traffic. I still live out in Richmond, Rosenberg. So I don't want to drive an hour and waste time, right? That's 2 hours away from my family, away from things I want to do. So they're like, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. And it worked out. Great company. We've been doing, we talk about everything. It's not just sports. So if you are a sports fan, listen to Barry on Deck. Continue listening to that. But if you want to know what's happening with HISD, with the mayor, with where to eat in Houston, other stuff like what we did, some fun conversation about.
So fun.
Yeah. So our episode was how to ruin a Houstonian's day in one sentence. Things like that around the city, then that's where we come in. And all of our episodes are under 25, 30 minutes max. So it's an easy listen. You can listen on your drive in or drive home and you're done. You don't have to spend hours listening to it, right? Because I'm not that interesting. Like you can do a show for 3 hours. I can't. So we try to do it quick and knock it out. So give it a try.
There's a difference between talking for 3 hours and being
I don't know how you do it. Man.
Honestly, I don't know either. I don't know. It's just I don't know. There's a difference between talking for 3 hours and being interesting for 3 hours. I don't know if I am or
fair.
not. I don't know if it is. I don't know. I will tell you that about 20 minutes left, you can really see the numbers start to decline. It's like, oh, they're sick of my shit. Okay, yeah, maybe I should scale back to 2. Maybe this show should be 2 hours.
Yeah.
Total Dallas that I have a master's degree in how to ruin a Houstonian's day. His name is Total Dallas, so that's all you need to know about that. I'm posting a link to the entire thing, which is houston.citycast.fm. Is that correct?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. So that's going to be in the chat if you guys want to go check out that's the homepage. So bookmark that. You can also get the CityCast Houston podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
Correct.
And I don't have a link to our specific episode, but all you got to do when you bookmark and add it to your rotation is just look for How to Run a Houstonian's Day. And that's the episode that Raheel and I did.
And our search. Yeah, the search feature, you just put that in, you'll see it on the website. There's also, we have a newsletter that we put out that Brooke, who was on the episode with us, She writes that. It's called Hey Houston. Every morning you get a breakdown of what's happening in the city, things you need to know about, Houston history. It's great. Check that out as well. You'll see it on houston.citycast.fm. Subscribe. It's free. Again, it's really informative. Yeah, and you'll just get, fun stuff. Where to eat at Hobby Airport. I want to know where to eat at Hobby Airport. You'll see our podcast there as well in the upper right. If you hit that search button and just put Ruin, if you even just put Ruin, it should come up, right? Because the search feature is really awesome. There it is. There's our episode, which you killed it. It was so much fun. We still talk about it. They're like, we need him back. And I was like, yeah, we do. Let's bring him on for a more serious one.
Serious. Yeah, that's right up my alley. But yeah, this is the website. So add it to the rotation, especially the deckheads that are here in Houston, man. It is it's a fantastic podcast. And if you're a Houstonian, why aren't you tapped into Houston culture? Even if you're outside the city, it's a lot of interesting stuff that goes on in the city of Houston. And since we talk a lot of Houston stuff on this show, why wouldn't you want to be tapped into the culture here? Total Dallas, you big damn hater. So that's been going on. And they have these all over, right? As I understand, I did a little research before you and I did the episode, and they have them in different cities. It's a really cool concept.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's local podcasts, right? So 11 cities right now. City number 12 is Nashville. City number 13, Austin, launching very, very soon. I don't know the exact date, but they are about to launch here shortly. So it'll be 13 cities, and every city is unique, and every city is fun to cover, right? And it's cool to work at a company where everyone's doing the same thing and picking up best practices and trying to apply it to your city. So it's really cool to see all the content that everyone's putting out. I wish I could listen to every single city's episode, but it's just so busy during the day. But I'll check out the other cities as well, just to kind of hear what's happening.
See how they do it, right? And
yeah.
Then you got to one-up them. Donna said, what time is it aired? So, Donna, it's a podcast, so you can really listen at any time. But do y'all have a release schedule? Like, they're uploaded and aired. So it's not live. It's pre-recorded.
It's not live.
And they're uploaded when?
3 a.m. It will be in your feed at 3 a.m. So by the time you wake up for your morning drive, morning
every
run,
day?
Every weekday.
Every weekday.
Yeah.
Damn. Every weekday at 3 a.m. you get a new episode. That's crazy. So you get 5 episodes a week. Man, you're busy, bro. Doing 5 episodes a week. That's crazy.
Yeah, but it's as you saw, like, it's fun, it's quick. So we get them done, we upload them, and then we're good to go, and we start working on the next day and the day after that. But it's fun, it's challenging, it's a lot of interesting stuff that you have to research and almost become an expert on. Like right now, I am your foremost authority on HISD, like everything that's happening with the state takeover. You want to know about drama that's happening with Mayor Whitmire and Judge Hidalgo? I got you covered. So I get to talk to people who are the experts, and I get to learn from them, which has always been a thing that I appreciated and took advantage of with the platform that I've been given, even at ESPN. When I used to do the Raheel Show podcast, that's what it was. I would bring on an expert, learn from them. But this one is just more refined. 20, 25 minutes, learn about a topic, and we move on.
I'm going to do my Johnny Carson Karnak. I'm going to predict.
Oh, this is big.
You're the next Isaiah Factor.
Oh, wow. That would be awesome.
You're paving the way, my friend. You're going to be entrenched in the culture of this city. You've got the TV chops that you've been working on. You've got the radio chops. You've got the face, the personality. You could parlay this, bro. You really could. Man. You really could, man. You're laying the foundation, my friend.
That's the plan, to do, keep doing big things, right? And keep growing stuff. So I message Isaiah literally every single week. I love his show. That's one of my favorite local shows now. By the end of the night, like when I'm watching TV, come 10:30, 10:45.
Have you ever done the show?
I immediately go Isaiah Factor.
You've never done the show? Have you done the show?
No, so I've been talking to their producers. I just haven't had a chance to go on because every time they reached out to me, I had some stuff going on.
Have they not invited you yet?
No. They Sonora, who's one of the producers there, even Isaiah was like, "I need you on the show," and I was like, "Yes, but we're just trying to find the right topic because I don't want to just go in and BS my way." I have not. I've seen you do that show. I don't think that show's for me. I don't think that one's for me.
Depends on the topic, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I can talk about threesomes with midgets. Well, it's just kind of weird.
Okay, first of all, they're called little people, so no, you obviously couldn't do that topic.
Couldn't do that.
Second of all, they have some tamer topics, I think. I don't know. I don't watch every episode, but maybe they don't anymore. I don't know.
Sometimes, yeah, because it comes out right after Isaiah, right? So I'll watch the A block, and I'm like, whoa, this is like, oh, wow, we're really talking about, is it okay to use horse lubricant when you're watching the Ashley Madison documentary?
It's crazy.
Yeah, they come up with the wildest stuff.
They do. I had her as a guest. I had Carolina as a guest on the show. And she, first of all, she cusses like I said. You think I cuss a lot? Holy shit, bro. I was even like, oh man, this is excessive. And bro, she's like, she is uber intelligent. Like she went, I don't remember where she went. It was like Cornell or something. I was just like, oh my God. But I jokingly, I was like, well, they say people that curse, and this is true. They say people that curse are highly intelligent. And I don't know why that is, but I remember reading or hearing about that somewhere. She goes, oh yeah, that's very true. But she has like her master's and she went to NYU. Wow. But like, I was like, well, how did you end up talking about dildos 5 days a week? Like, what the? She was like, I don't know, I just like relationships. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah. I love that.
It was
good
a fun
for her,
episode.
man.
Yeah, it was a really fun episode
awesome.
doing that with her. But yeah.
I wish I was more comfortable talking about that stuff on TV. I'm not like you. Like I look. I make some dirty jokes, and I'll talk about stuff like private.
You do. Wait till I just tell everybody.
Yeah,
ruin your reputation. No, I'm just kidding. I would never do it.
I
would
just
never
don't
tell
like
that one joke that you told me about. That no, I'm just kidding.
Do you remember the abortion joke that we did?
That one you said with the N-word? No,
no.
Just kidding. He never said it, guys. It's a joke.
No, I don't know if you remember this or not, but we were at one of those gal parties, right? It was like celebrating the Final Four or something. I don't know what it was, but it was me, you, Jake Asman, who had just started, and if you don't know Jake Asman, he's very buttoned up. He's like Mike Greenberg. Okay, like that's the best way to put it. And there's some other people sitting around the table, and it got kind of awkward. And I just go, Jake, what are your thoughts on abortion? And he just, and I have it on video.
Was this a gal's house?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I have it somewhere. We were recording it.
So great.
And he just like,
you would just see smoke. It was just like he was overheating. And then he turned as red as his hair, and he just started melting. Like his shirt is like, It was fucking hilarious, dude. Yeah. We were the rest of the room was dying.
You were just like, it just shows you like some of these sports radio guys they're just so linear,
formulaic
in what they know. And they're not well-rounded. Yeah.
This is not in the script. Shit. Hey, Port Marie, thank you for the sub, buddy. I appreciate that, man. He said, hey, who's the Asian guy?
That's me. He said, what was truly an abortion was what the Yankees did in their 8 and 9 spots. Like,
exactly.
Like,
I'll tell you what the abortion was, that lineup in the second half of a doubleheader. I'll be damned. Oh my God.
Yeah. Things are good, man.
Dude, that's great. By the way, I noticed you said second kid. Is this it? Is this
it's done.
Any plans for any more?
No, it took a lot of convincing to have this one.
You wanted the second one or she did?
I wanted the second one. Well, here's how it happened. We had our first one. My wife was like, hey, we should have our second one when our oldest daughter was about 2 years old. And at that point, I was still at ESPN Houston, and I was like, man, I envisioned doing a lot of big things, right? Like I envisioned us leaving the city. I wanted to eventually move to LA and do TV and all that stuff, right? So I was like, I don't know if I have the time for another kid at this point. So I said, let's appreciate what we have. Let's keep it at one, okay? Then we fast forward, the pandemic happens, right? And we're at home, and I'm like, actually don't want to do any of those things and be traveling a lot or leave Houston. I love Houston. My family's here. And then at that point, I was like, hey, I think we should have another kid. My oldest daughter was 6 at the time. So by the time we conceived and everything happened, there's a 7-year gap. And, I'm not young anymore. All right. Like, we're getting closer to 40 than 30. Oh, yeah, I know.
Boy, bless your heart.
I know. I know you're going to say, but I mean, it's just, I'm younger than you, but I'm also not young in the.
Well, you didn't have to say it like that, but okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm younger than you. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, so
Jesus Christ. This interview is over. That's all the time we have for Raheel. He can suck it.
Look, we're not as old as you. Okay, is that better? Like,
yeah, thanks a lot. Appreciate that.
We don't have as much wisdom as you. Okay, and you're already at that point where your testicles might not be working. Mine were just
powder. It looks like when I have sex, when I finish, it looks like LeBron entering the basketball game. Just,
oh God! No one man should toss all that powder.
No way. Just
that's it. So I convinced her. I was like, hey, I think we should have a second one. She's like, what's wrong with you? I thought you didn't want a second one. I'm like, well, I think we can do it. And fast forward, she truly regrets it. She's like, why did we have a second one? This kid's keeping me up all night. No, I love my second daughter's great. She is a maniac. She's a menace to society. She's told my oldest daughter's like listens to us, straight A student, behaves. Great. The second one is a menace, bro. She's an absolute menace. There's no other way to put it. She's like me when I was younger. That's what my mom was like, you're the worst kid. I remember you were just an a-hole. You would break everything. You would never listen. And that's why God blessed you with this. So you have to go through it. But I love it, man. It's great.
I've heard that. I don't have kids. I really just never wanted kids. It's not like I hate kids. I just never wanted them.
I'll sell you one.
No, thank you. No. Also, that's very illegal.
Yeah.
But I'll put the word out. But I do want a commission if we get it sold. But I've always heard that, like, because my sister was a hellion as a kid, and I've always heard Flip goes, well, I clipped that, so now that's on your record. But yeah, I've heard that you always. If you have kids, you always get one that acts the same way you did. You always end up getting a revenge kid. If you
it's
were
always
a
the second
kid,
one.
Yeah, if you were a good kid, you end up having a good kid. If you were a bad kid, you're gonna have a kid that gets you back, a payback kid. So you got you should have stopped.
That's how Mother Nature
works.
works.
A good kid.
Mother Nature works like that. You got it. The first one has to be good. So you're like, oh yeah, we could have another one. Look how easy the first one is. And then sure enough, the second one is a mess. You're like, oh, okay. Yeah, you tricked us.
You definitely
everybody gets tricked into it, but it's it's great, man.
I agree with that. Poor Marine, by the way. Poor
Marine
said cats are kids, Barry. You damn right they are.
Yeah.
Damn
cats
right they
kids.
are.
Cats are kids.
By the way, Tony, on this show, I do something called Ask Me Anything About Anything. On Reddit, they do Ask Me Anything. And I do a little bit different because I'm the smartest person I know. And so I do Ask Me Anything About Anything. And then I answer it. And, so, but they did an Ask Raheel Anything About Anything, and it was Tony. And he said, Hala Madrid. I don't even know how to say that dude's name.
Mbappe.
I say Mbop. I don't know how to say it.
He
said, I have a Mbop Real Madrid jersey waiting for you. I don't even know what that means. What is that?
Okay. So for the literally for the last,
and that was like, he didn't have any cash or what?
No. What's happening is he's a Real Madrid fan, right?
Okay.
And for the last 8 years, there's been rumors that Kylian Mbappe, who is one of the top guys in international soccer and soccer, is going to move to Real Madrid at some point and leave PSG, Paris Saint-Germain. Every single day, and like literally him and Nuno will tell me like Mbappe's moving. He's coming to Real Madrid. He's coming to Real Madrid. I'm telling you. And it never happens. It's like the Lakers every single year telling you, man, I'm telling you, like Tim Duncan's coming here. You're like, no, Tim Duncan's not coming to the Lakers. Okay. He's going to stay a Spur for the rest of his life. That's what it is going to be.
That's fun. That's great.
Yeah. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah. Total Dallas said the same thing. Is coming for real this time. Mbappe.
Yeah.
No, Mbappe. What is it?
It's just like,
I can never
Mbappe.
I'll never remember it.
It's like, what's going to happen first? Dr. Dre drops the what was it?
The Chronic 2.
What was the meme? Huh?
What was it? Yeah, what was
Detox.
Detox. Was that it?
Yeah.
After the Chronic, it was supposed to be Detox.
It was supposed to be Detox, and he's dropping it. I'm telling you, this is the year. It's going to happen. It never happens.
Even Paul Marine said Real Madrid is not happening. Get over it, losers.
It's not happening.
Yeah, so I know you have a heart out in 2 minutes, dude.
We can go a little bit longer. It's all good.
What is the socials? Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, we can go a little bit longer. It's fine.
Okay.
I just have to go somewhere at 5:15, but we're fine. My daughter's not even ready, so it's all good.
Okay, cool. I asked you, if there was any topics or anything that you wanted to get to, let me know. And you brought up, I can always count on you to have some of the weirdest shit to discuss.
Yeah.
And I hate to tell you this, we're going to have to leave this one to the chat because you said, who is the most toxic person in Titanic? And
I rewatched Titanic. Yeah.
Okay. I've never seen Titanic.
What?
I know how it ends, but
it's not about the destination. It's the journey.
Well, it's like people that watch like movies about the Bible. I'm like, you kind of know what happens.
But which Bible? Aren't there like 10 different Bibles?
Yeah. But I mean, it's all kind of the same story. I'm going to go with the captain of the boat. He's kind of the most toxic because I guarantee you there were people like turn around. He's like, I got it.
It was actually, see, if you watch the movie, it would have been the two guys who were looking out for icebergs.
Oh,
and yeah, they actually got distracted watching Jack and Rose make out, and they missed the iceberg, and that's why people died, and only 700 people survived out of the 2,000 something. So the captain was like, "Hey guys," and actually the captain fought back against the guy who funded the Titanic. He's like, "Hey, go faster, go faster." He's like, "No, we can't. There's no reason to." And he eventually did. So yeah, he is kind of toxic there. But yeah, who was the most toxic character from the movie Titanic? I rewatched it thinking, because I watched it when I was in 6th grade, right? That's when it came out. And I just remember like, ooh, yeah, we got some nudity in this, which is nice.
Oh, there is?
And I was like, does this
now
hold
I'll
up?
watch it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's some good stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm in now.
Yeah, it's 3 hours long, but it's really well done. And I was like, does it hold up to the test of time? And it does. It's actually still pretty good. It was a good movie. I was intrigued the whole time. And there are some just toxic ass characters in there. You've got Billy Zane, who is the fiance of Rose. He was very toxic. But at the same time, you got to put my man Jack in there, who was a home wrecker and it was, broke up this beautiful engagement, even though it wasn't that beautiful because it was very toxic. Regardless, there's a lot of toxic characters. Rose's mom is a good one as well. So watch it, and then you can answer it on a future episode. But that was just one of the things I want to talk about.
Okay. So the chat has some, Donna said Rose's fiance.
Yeah, that's Billy Zane's character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
B. Hannon says Margaret. Yeah, none of this makes any sense to me.
Margaret. What are you talking? Margaret was an OG.
Oh.
Margaret was the, yeah. So there's a lot of debate about
B.
this.
Hannon, that was a stupid ass answer. Dumbass. You should be timed out in the chat for that stupid ass. Flip has a great answer. He said the water, but I would have said the iceberg.
Oh, the iceberg. But the iceberg didn't do anything. The iceberg was like,
I'm just job. It's like, I'm just sitting there being an iceberg. Go around if you don't like it.
If anything, the Titanic is toxic, right? Because it broke the iceberg. The iceberg was just literally sitting there. It's not like he took a charge. It's not like he jumped in the path after the Titanic was jumping. It was literally set.
His feet were set.
Yeah, his feet were set out of the zone. It's all good, and the Titanic hit the iceberg. So the iceberg has nothing to do with this.
Dude, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get the Titanic. I'm gonna clip just the part where the Titanic runs into the iceberg, and then I'm gonna tag Rex Chapman on Twitter and be like, blocker charge.
What happened to Rex? Is he still around?
I don't even know. I haven't seen one of those in forever. I feel like it was kind of like the Crying Jordan meme, which to this day, you send me a Crying Jordan meme, I'm going to laugh.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. I don't know why. I still giggle. If something bad happens in sports to a team and there's this huge letdown, even my teams, if it's a huge if you send me, and a lot of times, I've grown up an Aggie fan, I'll get a lot throughout the year. I get a lot of crying Jordan memes sent to me with the Aggies. They're hilarious though. So yeah, I haven't seen hide nor hair of that dude. Is he even on?
Yeah,
Twitter?
he had like a show on. He had like a show on TNT, which was almost like a variety show with clips, and I don't think it lasted long because I think people realized that,
kind of like ridiculousness.
Yeah, kind of like ridiculousness. Yeah, almost like that. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But then I think a lot of people are starting to figure out that just because you're funny on social media typing stuff, you might not have the chops to carry a show on TV or
huge difference
on stream, right? Like there's a huge difference though.
Yeah.
So that was
hey, real quick, and I was actually going to be a topic for the show and I didn't get to it, but you're a huge basketball fan, so I'll ask you, and a media guy, and probably a good topic for us to talk about now that the NBA is not going to be on TNT. Perhaps the greatest pregame, halftime, postgame show, dare I say, in sports history.
Yeah.
Breaking up and going away, possibly. Thoughts on that? And do you think that who is picking it up? Is it NBC?
So there's 3 different contracts
and
at
do
play.
They hire them?
Yeah. So ESPN won't hire them. I don't think that's an ESPN show. I think they'd be too restricted by ESPN, right?
Although
the next
you're talking
contract,
about the network that has Pat McAfee, who curses a ton on that network,
That's true.
They let it go.
That's true. That's a good point. They have been relaxing. I forgot about Pat McAfee's on there. But when Pat McAfee is on, but that's the podcast that airs a simulcast, right?
Yeah, it's live.
It's live. Like the actual podcast is live. Okay, so it's a simulcast of it.
Yeah, he's live on YouTube and ESPN at the same time.
But when a studio show comes in, when he's on a studio show, it's not like as risky. And I don't think inside
like
the
if
NBA,
he does College Game Day, he's not out there saying bullshit and shit and all that every other word.
It's not like it's not as funny either. There's the thing about the TNT crews, they're just so raw, they're themselves, and they're not going to change. They don't care. They'll say things that they just don't care, right? And they're also really good at their job. They're entertaining. They might not be the best basketball minds when it comes to like X's and O's and all that stuff, but they're really entertaining. I don't think that would work on ESPN. ESPN just caters more to you got to be an X's and O's guy or you got to be Stephen A. Smith. And they probably try to put Stephen A. Smith into that show, which would ruin it. So I don't think it would work on ESPN. NBC might be the play, but I heard a rumor that Ernie Johnson is not going to leave Turner Sports. Like he's just so loyal to them. So that's why the show might break up.
Really?
That's the word on the street.
Suck.
Yeah.
I could see it. The only reason I could see it joining ESPN, 2 reasons. And to your point about X's and O's, Kenny Smith is kind of the guy that will, they do have the race to the big board and all that, but he'll do some X's and O's and they'll argue, and Chuck tries to, he's just usually wrong about it. You know what I mean? But, I feel like ESPN has kind of lost some credibility in a lot of ways with some of the shows that they have, especially because they just put Stephen A. Smith on everything. The fact that he was covering MMA.
Yeah.
Bro, that was so awful. And then he was doing some boxing, and it was just like, oh my God, you cannot just force feed this dude on every show you have. I feel like if they were to add that, and don't forget too, when those guys are usually doing the craziest stuff, it's post game. That's late usually. And
it's late, yeah.
They're programming it late at night on ESPN is garbage anyways around that time. So
it's just
probably
Sports
give them
Center
a huge
reruns.
boost. Yeah. Probably give them a huge boost in ratings. So I don't know.
Yeah. I hope they don't just go straight to streaming or something, right? Like I want it to be available on TV, right? Because because people still watch TV. Like I know streaming is great and we all love it. I haven't tuned into a single Netflix live event. I haven't tuned into Thursday Night Football on Amazon because I just like the habits, are hard for me to break. I just want to turn my TV on and there's the game or there's the Inside the NBA Crew. And I hope they don't do just a podcast. And I'm not like saying like just a podcast is bad, but I think then one of the good things about that show is that everyone watches together. And what happens with the podcast is everyone's watching at different times. Everyone is getting in on the joke at later times, and that doesn't work as well.
Right.
And that's one of the problems, right? Like everyone's in on it together, and that's what makes that show so much fun.
Oh, you're talking about on like social media and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, it's kind of part of that where you see it at the same time, everybody's reacting at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. If you're tweeting about it 2 days later, no one gives a shit.
No one cares. It's not as much fun.
Totally agree.
I hope they figure it out. I would love. I mean, that show has been there.
It's iconic.
As long as I remember, right? So, and it's it is the greatest sports show period ever. Like, what's better than that?
I was trying to think the other day, has there been anything better, or what would even come close? What would be the next? And I'm not talking about like the Jim Rome show, which was pretty epic for me coming up and being a guy that after I had heard like, well, it was around the same time really, but like Jim Rome and John and Lance on Star 610 were two shows that made me love sports talk and really want to do this job. But I'm not counting that because it's not the same. But in a similar vein, what even comes close to that? I really couldn't think of anything. Can you?
No, I can't. I mean, in the heyday when you had like Berman doing the NFL stuff on ESPN, like those were some good days.
When it was new. When he would come up with
when
the
it was new, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that would be it. Yeah, there's nothing. It's
Chris
the greatest sports
said
show.
Hoffy and Raheel.
Oh, thank you so much.
Do you ever talk to Hoffy anymore, man? That's a deep pull. That's a deep cut right there, Chris. Well done.
I don't talk to Hoffy. Hoffy talks to me. He literally calls me every day. No, I've stayed in touch with Hoffy ever since, I love 1560. He's a good friend of mine. I consider him family now. He wouldn't agree because he's Jewish. I'm Muslim. It's kind of hard to like make that work now. But I talk to Hoffy literally every day. I talk I talk to him more than I talk to my dad.
That's so great, dude.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I love it.
And he's old, so y'all have to talk. You can't text. He probably sends you text he types it and then he puts it in an envelope and mails it to you. And you get all of his texts like 3 days later.
When he sends me a text, I just call him immediately. I was like, "What's wrong? Is everything? What do you need help with? Dad, are you okay?
Do you need computer help?"
Yeah. So I do talk to Hoffy.
This was so much fun, man. Thank you for doing this. Thanks for going a little over. I know you got to bounce, and me too. I'm gonna get out of here at 5 because I'm done for the week. This is my Friday. I do Monday through Thursday. So, but this was a hell of a lot of fun getting to reminisce. My 4-year anniversary on the show was May 11. That was my first episode, and I'm approaching 800, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Dude. This was 797.
We should have timed that better. Should have been 800.
I know that would have been wild, right? But I was like,
I'll come back for 800 if you want me.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. But this was a hell of a lot of fun, man. And congratulations on all your success. It's really dope to see it, and I know I've told you this before, and I really do mean it, man. It's inspiring for me. And I forget a lot of the lessons, but then when I see you post something, I'm like, all right, get your shit together, Laminack. Get your shit together. Rahil's doing it. You got to keep doing it. So keep doing what you're doing, man, because the rest of us are watching, and you're inspiring the rest of us to keep going, man. I'm happy for you.
Thank you so much, man. Congratulations to you. I'm so happy that you stuck with the show. I remember when you first started it, it was hard, and you were kind of like learning on the fly, and it looks awesome now. I try to tune in when I can. It's usually on Fridays. It's like my slower day. And I'll watch. I don't interact as much. I just have it on. So I appreciate what you're doing, and congratulations to you. And thank you, everyone. If you are going to subscribe to the show, if you don't subscribe, then screw you.
You're
you know
dead
what?
to me. You're dead to
yeah,
him.
You're dead to me. Yeah. Thanks,
y'all
Barry.
Y'all go subscribe, man. Yeah, and Raheel, how can they follow you on social media for those of them that are maybe outside of the city? Because believe it or not, we do have some deckheads and viewers outside of the Houston area that maybe had never listened to you on the radio on ESPN. So tell them how they can follow you on social media. Absolutely.
On Twitter, it's _Raheel, or just type out RAHEEL. I'll usually be the first result. And then on Instagram, same thing. If you type in Raheel, you'll see my account, Raheel Doing Things. And it's not a sexual account. I'm not just like doing different things. It's just like me doing stuff around the city. It's not, like when I say it, it sounds really pervy, but it's not that. It's just, you'll find it. Just put my name in wherever you want to follow me.
Let's see who asked that. Where Titan Hugo said, where do we find the podcast? Titan Hugo, I just posted a link to houston.citycast.fm in the Twitch chat, and that will take you to their webpage, which will navigate you to their Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, and their RSS feed. And you can just type in CityCast Houston wherever you get your podcast, and you can find it add it. So do that. I know we've had a couple decades already at it, so we should get a few more after that. Yeah, man. Appreciate you, homie.
All right. See you later. Have a good weekend.
Talk to you soon, man. All right. You too. All right, y'all. That is Raheel Ramzanali. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is another episode and another week of Barry on Deck, man. I can't thank you guys enough for continuing to tune in to this little raggedy ass show, man. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you to everybody that showed up early, that hung out the whole time, that showed up late, and everyone in between, man. I hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed the week. Hope you enjoyed the day, or whatever episode you listened to. Thanks again to my guests this week, Jenny's mom. Thank you to Dustin Sims and to Raheel Ramzanali. I appreciate you guys being here, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. If we didn't get to stuff this week, normally I try to make it up on Thursdays, but man, we had a jam-packed week and a jam-packed Thursday, so we'll carry over some stuff to next week. In the meantime, don't forget, no show on Monday because it's Memorial Day, so we'll pick it up on Tuesday. Yes? I think. You know what? I don't know yet. We'll really play it by ear because we'll see if Nora's off. She'll probably be off, so we probably won't have a show on Monday. Plan on being back on Tuesday. In the meantime, do me 3 favors and keep up with it on Twitter or social media, and I'll let you know. In the meantime, do me 3 favors, everybody. Be safe. Be kind. And most importantly, love each other. See you guys on Tuesday, or I'll see you at Hop Scholar on Saturday. Come enjoy some comedy, all right? Bye, guys. And he's making a YouTube video!